Hey guys, Christina here. Today I want to share with you a point that I saw within myself in the last year that I found to be quite interesting and worth challenging. So I've been at my current job for 2 years, and within that time I've been promoted twice and I've shifted into new positions. This last position that I moved into was offered to me, and immediately I thought, no way, I'm not qualified to do that, I can't do that. And I had a lot of fear come up, I had a lot of doubt within myself, I had a lot of insecurity, and part of that was thinking that, it was a lot of responsibility. The position that was being offered to me, to stand in that position, it was way more responsibility than I had in the company thus far, and I was like, no way, I want to take on that level of responsibility, because I thought, I was just scared. I had never been given such responsibility before. I had never had to be in that type of position before. So it was initially, right away, my first instinct was to say no. And what was interesting within that was my first instinct was fear and doubt. And an interesting point within that I want to share here is that I saw within me a point of I would rather stay in the position that I was at the moment, where I didn't have that much responsibility. I didn't have as much responsibility. I wasn't a person who others needed to lean on. I wasn't a person who had to give direction. I was in a position that I felt safe in. It was comfortable. It wasn't exposed to liabilities if something were to go wrong. I was safe within that, and I could see a point within me where I was comfortable staying in that position. And I thought, wow, that is amazing, because within me I can see this condition within myself where I believe it's better to stay comfortable and safe than to take on more responsibility and to take on greater risk and to challenge myself to grow. And I thought, that's remarkable. It's amazing that I, first of all, am even in a position now where I'm able to see such a self-definition within myself and challenge it, which I did. As soon as I saw it, I knew that who I've been and what I've been busy with the last 10 years, that was the point. The point is to not settle for something less, to not settle for a lesser version of myself. The point is to dare to challenge and to take on greater responsibility, to take on greater risk, to do something I haven't done before, to get to know the unknown. So it was really interesting to me, because I could see, because I was basically telling myself I'd be willing to compromise myself and stay in a lesser version of myself because I'm afraid, because of fear. And I just think that's really interesting. And of course I said no to that. I wouldn't allow that of myself. But it was an interesting point, and I can see how 10 years ago, if the trajectory of my life hadn't been diverted by destiny, I would have probably still be serving tables. And not that there's anything wrong with serving tables, but I served tables for 13 years because I wasn't willing to challenge myself, and I was comfortable with the responsibility I had, and I didn't want to take on anything greater. And if it wasn't for destiny and the principles and the tools of this process, I would have never found myself in a position where I'd be willing to challenge myself and to go against the very fear that wanted to keep me comfortable in my bubble of safety.